Good
Hey
morning.
everyone,
Hey everyone, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are. Lizzie, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Another lovely Sunday. As usual, we do have some news to talk about, and I see that our friends are in the chat. Our lovely friends, we see Jody and Laura, Mac Dorks, good morning. Park Pioneer, Lizzie's mom is here. Carrie, good morning. Actually, good afternoon to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us this morning or afternoon, depending on where you are. Um, so, Lizzie, how was your weekend?
It was quiet. I mean, obviously, there was Black Friday for you guys in the US, so my emails are like really irritating me. Like every time I open my emails, it's about 20 shops going, "We've got a sale on," and I'm like, I got paid on Friday, but I owed Joe for the Mickey as Walt that she got me in last week's stream. So I was like, I'm not gonna touch any of these Black Friday sales this weekend. There's nothing that I'm like extra desperate for anyway. So I suppose I'll just wait a
Yeah, I
little
don't know.
longer.
I hear you. It's one of those things where, like, I'm always like, okay, I am really looking forward to like Black Friday and like Cyber Monday and all these deals, but I literally bought nothing. It's just that, I mean, there's also not really anything that I'm like, I was really waiting to get this. What I did want to get, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. I want to get a new laptop because
Yeah.
I feel like the laptop that I have, it's mainly good to do like streaming and things like that, but I can't really do much more than that. I originally wanted my laptop to be able to edit and do things like that, but it doesn't have enough memory. I think you and I have a similar laptop, don't we?
I think I've got a smaller one because I've got the MacBook Air, which is like the tiny one.
That's what I have,
Mine's
a MacBook Air.
actually 5 years old, I think. I got it when I finished university, and I always
Okay.
say, like, what am I going to do when it breaks? Because I rely on it. Like, I know that when you started out, you edited on your phone, but I don't know how to do that. So I would literally struggle so much if something happened to this laptop.
So it's funny because and thank you so much, Jody and Laura and Mike Dorks. I did cut my hair yesterday. Well, all right, let me rephrase. I didn't cut it. I went to the salon to have it trimmed. I hadn't had a haircut since July, when the hair salons opened again in New Jersey, and so it had been a while. So thank you, and Maria. Good morning, good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm so excited that you are able to catch a live show. So welcome. Um, so going back to the laptop, so I do most of it on my phone, and then for Black Friday last year I got this MacBook Air. The thing is that I didn't know that it doesn't really have a lot of memory, a lot of room for space, you know what I mean. I quickly ran out of space, so and then I started deleting like stuff off the laptop and just became like a hot mess. So I just literally just used it for streaming or to surf the web or do things like that because I still do a lot of it on my phone. I got the camera that I use is the Canon G7 Mark II. I actually got a great deal last year for Black Friday as well. This really nice bundle. It was like $600 on Best Buy, but it had everything. It came with the little Manfrotto like tripod. It came with the memory card, extra battery. So I think it was a great deal. So yeah, that's what I use to film, and then I edit on my phone. I just find it very easy to edit on my phone, and my phone has a lot of memory. So
Yeah.
without my phone, I'll be lost.
Yeah,
So,
I had that problem last year because obviously I had three Disney trips and two of them were like extremely close together. So I had one in March. So I had about 4 days of vlogs, which is a lot of footage, obviously. And then I had a trip in May, which was another 5 days of footage. So I had to buy this. It's like a portable memory thing, and it's got all of last year's vlogs on.
I have the same thing here. It's like hooked up to my laptop, but it's funny. I feel it vibrating, but I feel like it doesn't help much. Lizzie, I think you might be a little frozen. Let it go. Let it go. Okay, guys, you see, I sang for you guys again. I'm such a dork. But Lizzie, hopefully you'll come back to us soon. But yeah, I have the same thing. I have like an external like memory thing. I think it's like 1 terabyte, but I don't know. It doesn't really seem to help me much. But I still do most of the editing and everything on my phone because I use iMovie, which I think it's great because I started YouTube not really knowing much about YouTube and I'm not like super techie. So I remember asking Ryan from Disney Pins blog, and I'm like, so what do you suggest? Like, what should I use to like edit? And he's like, you know what? iMovie. And I have an iPhone, so it already comes with your iPhone and is really user friendly. So that's what I use to edit on my phone. I did notice that they didn't update, I guess, for the app and the phone and whatnot. Hey, welcome back.
Oh,
So there's some
I don't even know where I got to. I just talking, all of a sudden I disappeared.
Well, I know you were talking about the external drive thingy here, and I was saying that I have one that looks pretty similar to yours.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm only just this month starting to actually keep my old videos. Like, I know it's stupid. I know a lot of people keep their videos, but I always just deleted them to save space. And now I'm like, well, if I want to make an intro of like funny bits or something, I haven't got the original like recording anymore. So I'm starting to keep all that now. So I might need another one soonish.
yeah, so that's where I was kind of like going with this, that ideally I would want to get another laptop, like a Mac Pro or something that has a lot more memory, something that, like you said, if I want to actually keep a video in there so that I can do like funny bits together or something, like a little collage, just a collage of videos. Is that the term? I don't know.
So
Well,
yeah.
well, that.
To be honest, like last year I started doing like a bloopers and I didn't think I'd do it this year, but like my mom and Joe like really enjoyed it. I know a lot of other people did, but like my mom and Joe didn't realize how bad I am at YouTube, like how often I mess up words and things like that. And it's only now that I do the live streams that you all know that I can't talk normal. I'm always getting stuff wrong and like tripping over my words. But I needed that to keep the bloopers on because I can't just keep all of the bloopers on my computer because I make so many mistakes. I've probably got about a 20-minute blooper video to try and cut down this year.
Those videos are awesome, and I think you do great. Like I don't like it's I feel like when you talk, it just flows. It's like conversational. It's like I had a video this morning for Year of the Year, and I was you see, as I was opening my box, I had the scissors, and then I pulled them, and they were like super close to my face, and I plan on editing that out, but I thought it came out funny. So I'm like, oh my God, it's so close to my face. And I like made like a face and whatever. But I think those bloopers are like what part of what makes us human. And by the way, good morning, Jolly Holiday with Mary. Good morning, Mary. Thanks so much for being here. Adam Robinson, good morning or good afternoon, depending on where you are. Thank you so much for being here this morning. Joe, good afternoon. So yeah, I mean, that's the one thing that I would want to get. Another laptop, like a MacBook Pro, would be amazing. But unless like Apple wants to hook me up with a laptop,
yeah, that would be the dream. I mean,
right?
when I bought my laptop, I got a 5% discount because of where I worked, and I don't get that discount now. And obviously, 5% of like £750 is a lot of money. So I don't really want to buy a full price one now, but I'm just waiting until it breaks. I always think I shouldn't replace something until it needs replacing.
Right.
Unless it's my phone. My phone, the second the contract runs out, I get a new phone. And I'm due a new phone a week before my birthday next year.
Look at that. And you have an iPhone, right?
Yeah, I've got, I mean, you can kind of see me on there, but I've got the 8 Plus.
That's what I have. I have an 8 Plus too.
I don't think I'll have a 12. I don't like going for the most recent one because of how expensive it is. So I think I'll go for maybe a 10. I'm not really sure. I'll have to see.
Yeah, hopefully my phone lasts me a while because the one that I got the one with like the most memory in there, and I don't really need the latest phone as long as my phone works. Like you said, like I don't I
Yeah.
don't know. Laura, let's talk of Squishmallows. You know, she was talking to me about that. And at
I've got
first,
4 now.
do you really?
Yeah, when I spoke to Laura last night, I had 3, and now I've got 4. I've got a real
Um,
problem.
well, I don't have any. I typically don't collect plushies, but I was really tempted to get the plush that Joe ordered for you from Amazon, that Mickey dressed like Walt. I was really tempted to get that, but I don't, typically collect plushies. But I was really tempted. I see that Jolly Holiday with Mary. She's saying you need the camera for Disney. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is what I typically use to film. My Canon GX7 Mark II. Messing that up. Well, anyway, so yeah, it's a G7X Mark II. I'm not, I'm not sponsored by anybody. I just really like the camera. It has so many different features, and honestly, because I'm not very techy, I only really just use it to take pictures and film and edit. And actually, that's it. I don't really do anything else with it. But this camera has a lot of cool features, and that's what I typically use to film, and that's what I'll be most likely using to film in Disney.
Yeah. I always get embarrassed saying what I film on. I film on a iPhone 6S.
Hey,
because
iPhones have great cameras.
what I typically do is, like, once I retire an old phone and get a new one, I keep that one as my filming camera.
Okay.
So I would then film on this one, and Mary thinks I should go for an 11. I was quite tempted. It just really depends on how much I'd have to pay per month, as I don't want to all of a sudden double my monthly bill. So I'll probably just have to see in March what kind of offers there are. I really should have my phone contract run out around Black Friday, because I could get like a really good deal. And like, my old contract still has a discount from my last employer. Joe thinks that I can get a discount with my new employer, but I don't know. They sent me a Christmas present the other day.
Really?
The Amazon man arrived and it had my name on it, and I don't order anything in my own name because I use my mum's Amazon, so it always comes in my mum's name. And they've ordered me like this wooden build your own peacock thing. I think it's going to be probably we've got a meeting next week, so it's probably going to be like a de-stress thing where we've all got to try and build it.
Aww.
But no one told me to expect it, and I was like, what's this?
Oh, that's nice. That's sweet.
Yeah, I can't wait to build it, but I'm just waiting until someone says you can actually like build it now, just in case I shouldn't build it already.
Yeah. Oh, as we're talking about like Black Friday and Cyber Mondays, is there anything that you're hoping that would kind of pop up on like a Cyber Monday sale or anything, being that that's what we have coming out tomorrow, like Cyber Monday?
Well, now I've thought about it, like while I was, trapped out of my own live stream, I did actually get some things. I ordered a couple of things for my mom on Shop Disney, and then the parks Christmas plushes came on Shop Disney UK and immediately went into the sale. So I got 5 plushes for £60, which is incredible because they're all usually like £20 each. So I pretty much got them all for 50% off. Yeah. I'm hoping they arrive by next Saturday, because I was going to do a plush review video next Saturday, and I'd like them all to be in there, although that would be 8 plushes in a video, so that's going to be a really, really long video. But maybe I'll shorten the plush reviews. I'll just hold it up and just go, I like this one. I like this one.
That is a great deal. Like, I did see that Shop Disney has these like deals, so you can get a certain percentage off based on how much you spend. I don't necessarily think there's anything that I'm gonna go for. I really always, even though it's not Disney, I always look at Bath and Body Works sales, because I love Bath and Body Works. Do you guys have Bath and Body Works over there?
We haven't, no. Every time we go to the States, we stock up on. My mom has one of those car air fresheners, so she gets the little like circle things. Last time we went was last year, and it was like all pumpkin spice. So her car has smelled of pumpkin spice like all this year, and now she's kind of run out. And I keep forgetting that I could quite easily ask somebody to get me Bath and Body Works stuff. I used to really be obsessed with their Christmas body.
With their Christmas what? Looks like we're having some technical difficulties. Lizzie will be back with us shortly. But I do love Bath and Body Works. I don't know about you guys in the chat, but I love it. I always look at their buy three get three. If I'm not mistaken, that's what they have right now. It's like buy three get three, like mix and match. Um, Pumpkin spice all year round is like heaven. That's what Joe said. Yes, I mean, oh my gosh, you know the one thing that I really like from Bath and Body Works, besides their shower gel and lotions and all that good stuff, is their candles. I love their candles. I think they have great throw. Like they smell really good. And my favorite Christmas scent would be vanilla balsam. I have the regular fresh balsam scent, which smells just like Christmas tree. But the vanilla balsam, it just smells very sweet, and it's not as strong. Because I know that balsam tends to be like a very strong scent. But if you guys are looking for like a Christmassy scent, that is not hello, hey, that is not very strong. Vanilla balsam is really good from Bath and Body Works. Welcome back.
Oh, I'm fed up of this already. I mean, it's only been 15 minutes and I've been kicked twice. And I don't know why. I'm not using the internet on my phone. I don't get why the internet's so weak today.
Yeah, that used to like happen to me a lot. Well, you know that. And then I would have to like switch to the hotspot on my phone. It's funny because it was the opposite. Like with me, my Wi-Fi was like really and then I just would switch to the hotspot on my phone. We actually just upgraded our Wi-Fi plan. So hopefully, knock on wood, it goes well. I think my dog just heard me knocking and then he started barking. So Michael used to work for Bath and Body Works. I love Bath and Body Works. Yeah. He said that they're saying that their candles are they burn too quick, but all right, Lizzie. So we kind of digressed a little bit and kind of went off topic with what we typically do, but we did have a point. So we started talking about Black Friday sales and Cyber Monday because D23 has an offer right now. So I'm going to try to share my screen here with Lizzie. So if you guys see me staring into space, it's because I am looking for this thing to share. So if you guys are looking to become D23 members, the time is now because there's a 50% off the a new gold family membership. So I'm going to try to share this real quick. This is only good through tomorrow. This is something that they didn't I was looking for something announced, but they sent emails just kind of like letting people know that we had this limited time offer. So the code is a D23 adventure. It looks like you have to put it in caps when you do that. So it's 50% off. That's what we did last year when we became D23 members. They had 50% off. Last year, I believe the membership was $120 regular price. This year, when I renewed my membership, it was like $143. So I'm assuming then 50% off will put you somewhere around $75 or so. But I still think it's, a pretty good deal. And you do get a quarterly magazine. You do get a welcome gift. And you get some extra perks. For example, Shop Disney has been releasing a lot of items for D23 members, not only just pins, but also you have now, I guess, early access to certain things like the child key and key pin. They were released early. Actually, this was not for D23, it was for Disney Visa, but these are some of the type of perks that you get with Visa card holders.
The Fantasia key was the D23 one, wasn't it?
Yes, I was like, I knew there's one that was D23. So there you go. So you got early access for Fantasia with a D23, and then you got early access for the child with the Disney Visa. So these are some of these perks, but I really like that they're trying to give you a little bit more now, being that with social distancing, we're not really having like in-person events like that just yet. But I think it's a great time to do it. So if you guys have been thinking about becoming gold family members, this is a great time to do it. 50% off. And basically, I believe you can have up to 4 people, correct me if I'm wrong, Lizzie, on their family membership. Like there's one that would be like the main one, and then you can also have I think it's up to 4 people under the membership. But this is a great time to do it. So they did it last year and they did it again this year. Again, this was an email that was sent to people. So this is a great time. What do you think, Lizzie?
I think it's really good. I mean, I do miss being a D23 member. I feel like I was just a singular gold member, though. I don't think we had family. But
Okay.
how does this work for you? Because it says that it doesn't work on renewals. So have you just got to pay full price this year?
Yes. So that kind of stinks, right? I had to pay full price this year, but I mean, I don't mind it because hopefully next year we'll be able to have an opportunity to do maybe some in-person events. I don't know if they'll be doing like the D23 Expo in California again, where there's tons of people there. So we'll kind of see, but hopefully they'll come out with some other things. But yeah, I did renew. I did see that Maria said that she got her welcome gift the other day. I renewed. I haven't gotten my gift yet. So hopefully it is in the mail because you still get a gift when you renew. So I am hoping that I get my gift soon. Good morning, Kat. Thanks so much for joining us. And yeah, so I'm excited. I think it's cool that they're doing this 50% off is a big chunk of the membership. And it's something that if you don't
Yeah.
want to renew, you can always cancel next year. But at least you get the perks for a year, you get your gift. And last year's gift to me was definitely worth the $60 that I spent on the membership. So, I mean, what did you think about that last year, Lizzie?
I really, really love that one. I mean, I don't know whether I told you guys, but like that membership that year for me was free because
Oh,
I got the membership the year before and they sent this email out saying that they weren't gonna ship to the UK anymore, so you couldn't
oh.
renew your membership if you were in the UK. And then like 2 days later they sent an email out and was like, "Oh, we're really, really sorry. We've changed our minds to say sorry, you get your next year's membership free." So I completely got that welcome gift for free.
Oh my gosh, you got a way better deal than me. $0 is a lot better than $60.
Exactly. Like I got it and I was like, this is the best thing I've ever received and I didn't have to pay for it. I
Oh
would
my
like to
god.
really be a member again because I feel like with next year being Walt Disney's 120th birthday, I feel like the welcome gift for next year could potentially be something Walt.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. And I'm really excited to see what else Disney comes out with next year. If social distancing is still going to be a thing, maybe we'll get some more opportunities to do some more virtual events and things like that. So yeah, I am pretty excited to see what else the new year brings, what else Disney brings. And yeah, this definitely, guys, if you're thinking about becoming Gold Family memberships, this is going to be the way to do it. This membership is going to be cheaper than if you were to buy just a regular, the single Gold membership. So I mean, definitely a way to save money. But yeah, so Lizzie, what else do we have on the show today?
Before we get on to anything else, I don't want to ignore Kerry's question, but she asked it
Oh,
while
I
we were
missed
talking
it.
about the D23. So she asked what plushes I've got. So I thought I'd share my screen because they're actually still in stock, and I think that's amazing. Like if anyone wants to get on these, then they can do. So I think you can
Aw.
see it. So I've bought the Little Chip and Dale, which is £14. It's a lot like the Halloween one I've got last year, where they're like together, but I usually cut them apart just so that they count as two plushes. And then you've got like a Goofy dressed as an elf. He's a little bit weird. He looks a bit scrawny, but he's a decent price. He's $11.90 in the sale. And then you've got a Mickey and Minnie as like elves that they are the ones that are sold in the parks, so they won't say 2020 on the foot like the ones that I'm going to do a plush review of. And then there's this gorgeous Pluto that's $11.90 as well. He's got like a candy cane in his mouth. Is that what it is now?
That's what it looks like to me. It does look like a little candy cane. So cute.
Yeah.
I love his little antlers.
So I think obviously I got free shipping because I think you have to spend £50 to get free shipping.
Okay.
So I got them all for like 61.20 or something, which is still a lot of money, but for 5 plushes, that's actually really good for Disney.
Yeah, no,
I'm really happy that they went straight in the sale.
yeah, like and in Shop Disney, like our Shop Disney, it's $75 to get free shipping, but you still have to put in your code. If you didn't put your code, there's no free shipping. So, do you guys have to put in a code to get your free shipping too, or no?
If you spend like £50, then it's just automatically free. The
Okay.
only way it isn't free is if you want to pay for next day. And what's always annoyed me about that is next day doesn't get.
Are you with us, Lissy? Maybe. But But I mean, that's good that you guys, get the free shipping automatically as you hit that amount in your cart. Like it typically, if you go to Shop Disney here, it'll say I believe the code is Ship Magic, Ship Magic. So you spend $75 or more. You just put it in, and that's how you get your free shipping. But I believe, like Lizzie said, if you do want a different kind of shipping, then there's an extra charge. But I don't even know if that is an option right now to do like expedited shipping with, I'm assuming all these orders that Disney's getting right now, it's going to be a little hard to kind of do expedited shipping. Sorry, I had to kind of clear my throat.
Really I'm really fed up with my internet. But what I was going to say was they don't let you, they don't knock off anything if you want next day delivery. So you've still got to pay the £6. Whereas I think if you were going to get standard free, you should get like half off next day. But maybe that's just me. Because I personally like to pay next day, but if I've spent over 50, then I'm like, oh, well, it's free shipping or pay an extra £6. So I always go with free shipping.
Well, free shipping is always good. So what else do we have on today's show? So, Lizzie and I, oh,
it's nice that everyone finds this funny. I don't find it funny. I'm trying my hotspot now, on my phone, but it doesn't work when I use it for video calling. So I don't know. We'll just have to see.
You look clear. Like you look like normal. So that's what I when it would give me issues, I would just use the hotspot on my phone. But something else that I want to talk about real quick. I don't have all the details, but Park Hopper is back. So when you go to the parks, it's starting January 1st. So you still reserve the first park you're going to go to. You go on the app, your My Disney Experience app, and then you reserve your first park first. And then I believe there should be an option to select Park Hopper later in the day. But the Park Hopper option starts at 2:00. I believe it's from 2 to 8. It just depends because it looks like they've constantly now updating their times because some of the parks are kind of closing early, but they are extending their hours now. So if I'm not mistaken, on the website, it did say that the Park Hopper option starts from 2 to 8, but you still have to reserve your first park on the app. And then I believe you select something that says that you do want to use the Park Hopper option, which I think is great. It's exciting to still be able to park hop because, maybe I want to be in Epcot, but I want to go to, Magic Kingdom also just because I want to see the castle or whatever. So, and I know that Disney is taking all these precautions to make sure that everybody is safe. So, but I think it's pretty cool to have the Park Hopper back.
Yeah, I mean, we used it to death last time. I remember my mum collects those little You Are Here Starbucks cups, the espresso ones, and she forgot to get Animal Kingdom. So the one day we literally got on a bus, went to Animal Kingdom, got the cup, and went back to Epcot because we got the cup. You can't do that now. I think it's a bit tougher because if there's something that you missed out on because of wait times or something, if you've already got your reservations for your trip, you are very limited to being able to go back and redo something if you didn't get a chance.
Right. Yeah, no, I agree. And to answer Maria's question, so I'm in the South. I'm in South Jersey. So I'm closer to Philadelphia, and in over there. Because it's funny because when I first moved to New Jersey, I didn't realize the distance of different places. New York sounds so close, but not from where I am. New York's it depends, maybe 3 hours away or so. But so Maria says that she's also from Jersey but lived in West New York. Okay. So so I'm in the South. But there's a lot of farmland and stuff over here. So and it's getting cold right now. It's cold. I'm really not made for the cold, but I do enjoy having different seasons because I think a lot of you guys knew I'm originally from Puerto Rico, so over there it's summer all year long pretty much. So moving to Jersey, I was able to experience all the different seasons, which is super nice. So Joe is saying we never bothered to park hop. We are probably the worst people going to Disney. Well, you see, I like you tell me what your take is on this, Lizzie, but I like to plan my visits to Disney. So I look at the times just to kind of see like Animal Kingdom typically is the one that closes the earliest, like around like maybe like 5 or so. So if Epcot is maybe open that day until like let's say 10, so I can try to then just move over to Epcot, eat in Epcot, and finish my day there. So I kind of look at that, but I love food, so I also plan my visits around like what dining reservations I can get. So that's what I'll do. So I'll try to park hop. It just depends. I feel like in the past, Hollywood Studios and Animal Kingdom to me were like half day parks. Like I could be there until
Yeah.
like 2, 3 o'clock, and then just move on to either Epcot or Magic Kingdom, or even split and do like Animal Kingdom in the morning and then Hollywood Studios at night, or vice versa. So I think that now that we have more things in Hollywood Studios and Animal Kingdom, now these are not so much a half day park. It's more of like I can probably do an all day there. What are your thoughts on that, Lizzie?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a park hopper. I don't necessarily think it makes you bad not to do it, because it just means that you're able to enjoy a park for an entire day.
Mhm.
Whereas I kind of have like Disney, like ADHD. Like I just decide like, oh, I'm bored of this now. So Disneyland Paris, Joe and Andy will get this. I go into Walt Disney Studios until it opens at, I think it opens at 9 or maybe 10. I'm out by 12. I get so bored in Walt Disney Studios that I go back to Disneyland Park. In Disneyland in California, I can usually spend a whole day there, but the problem is that DCA shuts earlier usually. So I'll just go back into Disneyland. I'm like, I'm not going home. It's 8. I'm going back in. And I do that with Florida as well. Like I went with my parents last time. So if they wanted to go back, I would go back with them. But if I were to go with Joe, we would probably find the park that's open the latest and stay there till it closes, because that's generally what we used to do with Disneyland Paris and Disneyland. My mum and dad would go back when they wanted to, and we'd stay out later.
Yeah, like I've only been to Disneyland, California last year in March. And
Yeah.
it's cool. I like that you can walk to your parks. Like you can go from like
Yeah.
Disneyland to DCA, and everything is
Yeah,
like
I
right
really
there.
like that.
Like that is
Yeah.
very convenient, which makes park hopping that much easier. Because I'd be like, all right, I'm just gonna walk to the other park. And then in Disney, and when you're in Orlando, it's like I can't walk from Magic Kingdom to Epcot. I guess I could. That'll take me forever. Um, so
Yeah.
so that is
So
one of
much
the things I like.
planning. There's so much planning involved. Like I remember when we went to get that Starbucks cup, we couldn't get from the one park to the other park easily because the buses weren't as frequent. So we had to go to a resort and then go to the park and then go to another resort and go to the other park. And I was like, why is there not just one big monorail that goes to all of them? Because that's how it works in Tokyo Disneyland. There is a monorail that takes you between the hotels, the two parks, and the shopping district, and they've just all got their own stop. So, for example, if you get on at Tokyo Disneyland, you've got to go the whole monorail to get to the shopping district because it's the one before Tokyo Disneyland,
Okay.
but Tokyo Disney Sea is before that one. So like we were only there like 4 or 5 days, but we got it down to a T. Like we knew how many stops it would be on the monorail because we didn't speak Japanese, so we wouldn't understand like um the man over the speaker telling you where you are.
Like we were supposed to, I think I told you, we were supposed to go to Tokyo this year to go to Disney, but obviously, the
COVID.
world, yeah, the world had other plans. So if
Yeah.
we do try to, plan this, hopefully we can try to both go there at the same time. So it probably won't happen until like probably like a year or two. So, so
I've
maybe we
got
can.
so many trips that like ideas that got cancelled that need to happen first. Like I wanted to go to New York, if you remember, when my Disneyland Paris trip got cancelled. I was like, yeah, we're going to go to New York for the weekend instead. And then America were like, no English people, they're not allowed anymore. I'm not even allowed in your country.
Well, when you're allowed to come here, we gotta meet up, of course. We had this whole plan, guys, where we were gonna go out to dinner, and then I was gonna tell, the servers it was Lizzie's birthday. Doesn't matter what month. So Lizzie could get free dessert, and they could sing happy birthday to her, and Lizzie would totally own it and say like, yeah, it's my birthday. So we've had this
Yeah.
whole thing planned, but it's just hopefully, we can do that soon. Um, I was gonna say something. Oh, when you're talking about the transportation, so Dirk was telling me, if you guys don't know, Dirk's my husband. So he was telling me that he read somewhere that there's, I guess, plans for Disney to have like a train, like a high-speed train, take you now from the airport to like the parks. You know how
Oh
they have,
yeah,
yeah, you know how
I've
they have,
seen that.
yeah, where now they have the Magical Express, which I gotta work on that for next month. So I totally forgot. I gotta write him a little notepad to do that. But anyway, so now there's plans of having like a high speed train take you from the airport to your resorts and stuff. And I think that is so great because I do love the Magical Express, but I feel like the whole experience takes so long. Like I don't know if you've used the Magical Express before, Lizzie.
I can't remember how we did it in Florida, but I've used the Paris equivalent that takes you to like every single resort.
Okay.
And it's
Okay.
very frustrating because you feel like you're on the like bus unnecessarily for ages because you're like, well, why couldn't there just be a bus that just takes you to that resort and then goes back to the airport? But I suppose logistically that doesn't work.
Yeah.
But
Um, Mary says that the train is going to go from MCO, which is the airport in Orlando, to Disney Springs. Okay, I knew I didn't have all the details, but I did hear there was like a high speed train. And Adam, that is awesome that you're going to Florida in October for Halloween next year. That is awesome. Hopefully, they'll have the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, and you can do that. I think it's one of those things where you do get to experience. It's one of those things that you should experience at least once because it's so cute, and they have some extra characters that are typically not there. So that is pretty cool. And Dominic, welcome, you made it. So yeah, so we'll see what happens with the train and the Magical Express. I think it's great. It's a great service. I love it. Once you get to like their little terminal at the airport, and then you sit on the bus, you have to wait until it kind of gets filled, and then they take you to your resort in a certain order. So sometimes, depending on where you're staying, the whole process can take an hour,
yeah, I
maybe
mean, we've just
more.
started taking a taxi. Like, I know it's the cheaty way to do it, but we just take a taxi because then you get more time on your vacation. Like, when we go to Disneyland Paris, we're usually only there for like 2 or 3 days. So you don't want to spend like half of your day just going around all of the resorts.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's one of those things where we still like taking the Magical Express because we're cheap. No, and I think it's cute. The whole bus experience is still cute, but it just takes a while. So if you're really tired,
Yeah,
so like you might want to consider what Lizzie said, maybe get like an Uber or a taxi or something.
yeah,
So Mary was saying that then you can take the bus to your resort. So like if the
yeah,
train takes you to Disney Springs, you can take the bus to the resort. So there are some other options. So um, we will see. We do have some merch news to talk about too. So we'll definitely get to that in a little bit. So Maria is asking, what does everyone think about the Polynesian re-theme to Moana? I can't imagine that it would be too different, but I don't know. I haven't read too much on it recently. That kind of sounds familiar, but I don't really know a whole lot about the retheming, and I haven't watched Moana yet. Well, okay, I watched parts of it. Oh my gosh, it's like my story. So because I happened to catch it on TV, and I'm like, okay, let me watch. I've seen like bits and pieces, but I haven't seen the whole thing. I'm waiting for McDorks to say fake fan in the chat. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, I do like how it is right now, but what do you think? I already got a what in the chat from Laura. Like what? Fake fan. There you go. I knew that was
I
coming.
think I think it would be a good idea. I'm personally not a fan of resorts that aren't heavily Disney themed because, if I wanted to go and stop in like a 5-star hotel, I'd find like, a Hilton or something to go and stay at. I want to stay in something that's overly Disney themed. So I really like that. I'm here for that. I completely forgot you guys weren't know this. Well, you weren't anyway. With that bus in Paris, it just goes down one street because you've got like Disneyland Paris, and then there's just a whole road that all of the hotels are on. So technically, you could just get off the bus and then just walk it. And it just seems ridiculous that they're just like going down this road and then they're like, go into one, come out, go into the next one. It's so funny. But I always stay at the Newport Bay, which is on Lake Disney. So it's actually walking distance to Disneyland Paris, whereas the ones on that long road technically aren't because it's a really, really long road.
I was reading Dominic's comment about Carrie having a live Christmas concert on Facebook on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Now, are we talking 7 p.m. British Standard Time?
It'll be our time, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
Unfortunately, that's when my work's Christmas service is, so I will be at that, unfortunately.
So this is this Wednesday?
Yeah, that would be like 2 p.m. for you, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because I'm 5 hours behind British Standard Time, so I will be at work. I work until 5:30. Otherwise, I will watch it right when it's happening. But if there's like a replay that we can watch, I'll definitely make sure that to check it out. But I will be at work. I think my work would kind of frown upon me doing that instead of like working. I mean, technically, I could probably play it, but they'll be like, "Girl, focus."
I hope it goes well, though.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. I hope that it goes well. And then I was watching this one video that Carrie put on the Definitely Disney Facebook group. Where if you guys are not have not joined, definitely look it up. It's Definitely Disney. And
I think the link is in my description of this video, I think.
Perfect. So on the replay, just make sure that you check out that link because we talk about all things Disney. And Carrie had a wonderful video, it's like a room tour. So it was great. We got to know Carrie a little more. So that is a pretty awesome. Now, so we have some merch news to talk about real quick. Whoop. So, oh, and I did see a comment earlier on the chat when I was doing my little horrible Frozen singing. I believe it's Carrie that said that now we need Christmas singing. I'm going to leave that to Lizzie.
No. If I get cut out because of the internet, I'm not going to come back because I'm not going to sing.
Maybe one of these days. Maybe.
No.
But with that said, we do have the newest Disney Castle collection coming out on Saturday here in the US. It's going to be December the 5th.
I'm gonna check when it comes out in the UK because the 16th seems to ring a bell, but that seems a bit late.
So you guys are getting it on the 16th?
Yeah. So the Castle collection is on the 16th of December, which is like I don't even know what day of the week that is.
I can find out. Let me pull up the calendar real quick. So it looks like December 16th is a Wednesday. So yeah, it is kind of odd that we're getting it a little before you guys. Almost 2 weeks.
A lot before, and like, will it arrive in time for Christmas? It's a bit late, but
yeah,
I'm a bit disappointed. I don't know what I was expecting because you see the castle in the film, and I knew it wouldn't be the tower because it's obviously the castle. But I thought I'd collect this one, and I just don't think I'm going to. There's too much circles going on.
Let me see if I can share the screen so that we can take a quick look at what the castle looks like. I think it's cute. At first, yeah, I was thinking, oh, we're gonna get the tower. I don't know why. I was like, we're gonna get the tower.
I really thought I'd buy this because it's like my favorite, like one of my favorite Disney films.
Mm-hmm.
Because I really like the ornaments. Like I did want to collect the ornaments, but the problem is with Minnie at the same time. Also committing to buying an ornament every 2 months was very expensive. I feel like if I did this next year, I would have still done it. So I'm a bit sad about timing, but here it is. There's just too many circles.
I do like the color scheme. I think it's very pretty. I think it looks so pretty. But yeah, in my head, I always think about the tower. Even though, like, I knew, like, there's a castle there in Tangle and whatnot. I associate Tangled and Rapunzel with the tower, not with, the castle, the
Yeah.
Ravensburger, puzzle right here. But I think it's so cute. The Corona Castle. um, um, Not that it's funny, but so yeah, it's gonna be on Saturday, December 5th at 7 a.m. Pacific, which is 10 a.m. Eastern time. And I think the pin is really cute. I haven't been collecting the journals, but that is really cute too. I might try to get the ornament. We'll see, but I'm definitely going for the pin. I think the puzzle is really cute. I really like the color scheme. And then
I'm
here we
sat
have.
here considering it now because
Mhm.
I did want one of the ornaments. Like, I wanted all of them, but I said if I could only get one, I would get this one or the Beauty and the Beast one. But it's £22 and it's like a week before payday. I just don't know whether I'm going to be able to afford it by then.
You see, it's one of those things that like I originally I thought I was gonna get everything from these collections because I love castles, but the figurine alone is like what, like $150, $250.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
think it's very expensive, so I won't be getting that. The only one that I do really want to get is Beast Castle, just because
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
you know that's my guy. And that's my girl Belle. So I think it's really pretty. And here we have some of the past releases. So, of course, Cinderella being the first one. Then we had the Arendelle Castle from Frozen. Then we had the Imperial Palace from Mulan. And then most recently we had the Snow White Castle, which I think is actually really pretty. And it kind of reminds me also of Beast Castle just because of the colors and I think it's really cute. And then we have, coming soon. So I don't know if these are in order, but when you
Ooh.
go to Shop Disney UK, let me see if I can pull up Shop Disney UK here real quick.
While you're doing that, I'm going to throw it into the void whether Joe and Andy at Park Pioneer need me to go for either the pin or the puzzle, because the last couple of months on our website have been really, really horrible. So I'm not sure whether more people in the game might help.
I don't know why these sneakers are popping up here. Hold on. At first, I was like, Lizzie, why are you showing some sneakers? I was like, oh my gosh, that's me. um, so in Shop Disney UK, is this my Shop Disney still? I think so. Well, let me try to
Yeah,
figure
that's
this
your
out.
Shop Disney, yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna
Maybe
stop
I'll
sharing and see.
open another tab.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do Shop Disney UK real quick because I don't know why it's kicking me into my Shop Disney.
It
Uh,
might just be like defaulting, maybe.
yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. It's acting so weird. It's never happened to me before. Well, whatever. I'll just I can look it up on my phone. But anyway, so in Shop Disney UK, I feel like they do a really good job with like hinting what the next
Yeah.
castle is gonna be. So if you can show your screen, Lizzie, that'd be
Yeah,
great. If not,
I will give it a go. I don't actually know where the castle collection lives on the website. It shows how often I look at it.
let me see
Um,
if I can pull it up here. Okay, so I think I got it. So kind of short. Let me see here. Hard to show, but
okay.
did you
Yeah,
find the
it looks
banners?
like that's right. Looks
So
like it's
yeah,
the right order.
yeah, it looks like Sleeping Beauty should be next. And then yep, and then Aladdin, and then Little Mermaid, Brave, and looks like the very last one we're gonna get is A Beauty and the Beast. So this is
How did I
probably
not know? How did I
Mhm.
not know that Brave was one? I'm totally gonna get the Brave one.
Yeah, like are you so you're gonna get Brave?
Yeah, like I don't know why I didn't know that Brave was included in this. Of course it had to be because it's all the princesses. But I think I'll get the castle ornament for Brave because it's like a proper. I know it's Scottish, but it's still a British castle. So I think I'll get that one.
Yeah, like you guys are gonna call me a fake fan again, but I have not seen Brave. I've seen not even like a clip or anything. I mean, I've seen like, I know who, Merida is and whatnot, but I haven't even seen like parts of it. I've never seen Brave, so that's another movie that's on the list. But Beauty and the
Like
Beast, I know, fake fan. So but Beauty and the Beast being the very last one, this is kind of come out maybe sometime, I don't even know, like in 6 months. So it'll be like maybe summer 2021. I know, fake fan. I know. Laura says that I'm killing her. Oh my gosh. I know. There's so many movies that I gotta watch. I know. But I still need to watch any episode of The Mandalorian too, by the way, BTW. Um,
Yeah, me too.
oh my gosh. But I'm really excited to see the rest of the collection for Disney Castle. And I think it's really cool that they're doing Rapunzel's Castle because um, it kind of coincides with the 10th anniversary of Tangled.
Yeah.
So I feel like they kind of timed this real well. Also, on December the 5th at 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern time, which is Orlando, Florida time, and New Jersey time, they're also going to have a limited edition Rapunzel doll. Now, I don't collect doll, but I do have a couple of Belle dolls, and I do have an Ariel doll. I typically don't collect them, but I think this doll is really pretty. I don't know if you guys are going to get it in the UK.
We
Though, right?
we get it on the 1st, which is Tuesday.
The Rapunzel doll.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's really cute. I have a friend, Dylan. He collects dolls, and he's so excited because he loves Rapunzel. So Saturday is gonna be a big day for him between the castle collection and the doll. So I think that's really, really cool. And then we have one more release coming the following week, December 8th. We have Minnie Mouse main attraction here in the US. It's going to be 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern. When do you guys get Minnie Mouse main attraction?
Thursday the 10th.
Okay.
We always do the 10th for some reason. Like, it's the 18th all year, and then they'll be like, yeah, it's the 10th in December. And I'm like, okay. But I kind of used to understand it because it's about being able to ship it before Christmas, and then they make the castle collection the 16th. I'm like, so clearly you can still get it in time for Christmas if you order it on the 18th. I think it's just a little bit too tight, maybe, because distribution is quite stretched at the minute because of how many people are ordering, especially for Black Friday. Like,
Yeah.
I've noticed my parcels are taking longer to arrive. But I forgot to tell you something. I got a parcel today from Disney. It was the Toy Story key pin that came out on Monday.
Okay.
There's another Fantasia key in the box, so I've got 2.
So you got 2?
Yeah.
That's too funny.
Technically 3 because I've got an American one on the way as well. So I've just got 3 Fantasia keys. It's crazy, but I did not type in the code, so I don't understand why I've got it. But yeah, it just arrived. I don't know whether it's because I did spend over 25, so it just sort of automatically added it. But
maybe. But look at you. All these extra keys.
I mean, it's a bit timing's annoying because I saw someone asking for a UK Fantasia key on our Disney Keys group, and they've already traded for what they wanted to trade for, and I'm like, oh, because now I've just got an extra key, but my mum thinks I should do a giveaway with it, so I probably need to do that soon so that I could ship it before like Christmas post gets crazy.
Yeah. You know what I didn't do? So Lizzie and I traded wishables. I haven't checked where my wishable from US or vice versa. Did you get my wishable already?
Yours came, I completely forgot to tell you,
I
on
haven't yours yet.
Thursday, I think. So I'm hoping yours comes this week. I've noticed that like US to UK is a lot quicker than UK to US at the moment. Although there has been a delay with Thanksgiving because Jodie and Laura sent me a box on Monday, and that's still in the US when normally it would at least be on the way. It would be on the plane. Maybe they just couldn't catch a flight on Thanksgiving, like it was just too busy.
Oh, it's like, you know what? Just kind of totally digressing here, but I just finally watched Plane, Trains, and Automobiles. It's a movie with Steve Martin. It's like a really old movie, and John Candy, and it's the only Thanksgiving movie that Dirk knows. He's like, we're gonna watch this movie, and I had never seen it, and it's all about how he can't really make it to the flight and all that stuff. When you say couldn't get the flight Thanksgiving, it's gonna remind me of that.
Yeah,
but
I was thinking more of like Home Alone because I watched Home Alone on Tuesday, I think, and like they're trying to get a flight home and they end up going pretty much everywhere. Like, I don't know why. When I watched The Office, I didn't think Scranton was an actual place. And then I watched Home Alone and they're in Scranton in Home Alone. And I was like, oh, Scranton is a real place.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that reminds me. You have watched the American version of The Office, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta show
Way
you this.
better than the UK version. The UK
I
version is absolute trash.
Yeah, I have watched both, but I haven't been able to watch like full episodes from the one in the UK just because I think the humor is a little different, and
Yeah.
I find the American version funnier. But with that said, I have been looking for this one pop ever since it came out, I think a few months ago, and it sold out right away on Box Lunch. But look what I got.
Oh, I didn't even know they made her in a pop.
It was done like recently. Oh, hold on, let me see. I love that it's Jan holding the candle.
And she looks so angry as well, like the way they've done her eyes. Like
I
she
know,
looks like
and the wine bottle. I mean, in the wine glass. Oh my gosh, I'm
yeah,
horrible at showing this. Oh, there we go. It's so funny
so
because
cool.
this a dinner episode was hilarious. If you guys
Yeah.
haven't watched The Office or do watch The Office, that's one of my favorite episodes. The dinner over at Michael's house with Jan and how she was, drinking wine and dinner's delayed and Michael's trying to get his rich friends to invest in Jan's candle business. But anyway, that's a really funny episode from The Office. So when you said that, I had to show you that pop. But yeah, I mean, with that said, the hour is pretty much gone.
I know. Before we wrap up, what have you got coming up on your channel this week?
Yeah, so I feel like the month of December is going to be really busy for a lot of us. So let's see. I had a video come out yesterday, which you and I were a part of this collaboration. Cameron from the Trip and Disney put this Shop Small Saturday collaboration together, and I didn't even know that that was a thing. I researched it before I did my video. So it is typically the Saturday after Thanksgiving. Oh, Michael. It is typically the Saturday after Thanksgiving here in the US, the Saturday after Black Friday, and it just helps promote smaller shops, smaller businesses, and I think it's really cool just so that when we go shopping for holiday gifts and things like that, we also consider smaller shops and not just like the bigger retailers like, let's say, Walmart or Target or anything like that, just to mention a couple things. So I did that. Lizzie and I both did that video yesterday. So we were supposed to show 3 to 5 or feature 3 to 5 small shops. I feature 3. Lizzie featured like 10 because Lizzie knows where to get all the good stuff because she's that guy. So
I felt like I couldn't leave out a lot of the shops. Like there's a lot of shops I've only bought like one thing from, and the ones I predominantly featured, I've bought a few things from, so I could show like other things that they sell. Whereas like the ones at the end, I've generally only bought that one thing, so I just showed that one thing. But I filmed it so far in advance that everybody else was like, "Here's the Black Friday sale they're having. Here's a discount code," and I'm like, I filmed this in like October when no one had decided what they were doing for Black Friday yet.
yeah, there's another shop that I wanted to feature, but I didn't get a chance to do it just because I sent some gifts from that shop, so I didn't want to really spoil it for people. But if we do this like a second time, I definitely want to feature this other shop. Dominic is asking, Lizzie, Mel, would you rather be the one wishable in a world of humans or the one human in a world of wishables? Definitely the human in the world of wishables, so I can help my fellow wishable friends because I want to be able to be of service. So I think I would want to do that so that I can, help and, I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense.
I
But
I feel like my life is that I'm the human in a world full of wishables because my room is just full of wishables at the moment.
there you go.
Like I've got some that I need to trade. I've got some that like I need to complete. I've also run out of space in my shelves as well, so there's just wishables just everywhere around my room, trying to find space for them.
Yeah, like that's a pretty cool question. And Michael, who's Jan? I don't know her. From the office. I'm probably the
Speaking
office show.
speaking of questions, I'd really like to do a Q&A in either January or February. So on the community tab of my channel, there's like a question box. So just leave any questions you have. They can be weird and wonderful. I know that Joe and Andy have asked me some weird and wonderful ones, and I'm sure that other people have got some weird and wonderful questions to ask me as well.
Those are the best ones, the weird and wonderful questions. Good morning, Treasy. Thanks so much for joining us, or good afternoon. Um, So yeah, we had that going on yesterday, and today, Sunday, the 29th, I am part of Year of the Ear, which is a collaboration put together by the Sisketiers. Basically, you swap uh, Mickey mini ears to a mystery person. Every month we have a different theme. Today's theme for the month of November is Disney classic movies. So I had a lot of fun with that. So that video is out today. Later in the week, I have a box swap with Happy Travel Vlogs. They are also on the East Coast. So I have that coming up. And then on Saturday, I have a sticker swap. So a lot of swaps and different collaborations going on. And good morning, Brandon and Heidi. It's always sunny. Thank you so much for stopping by. Oh, Maria has a question for you, Lizzie.
I've actually already got that Make-A-Wish Mickey because I got it when we got our key. I really, really like it. I still haven't filmed the plush review of it. It's Saturday's job, but it's not coming out until I want to say the 21st of December. Like, that's how far away I am. I'm already, like, that far. Like, I could potentially be filming my December favourites video on, like, the 5th of December. So, that I'm going to be saying I've watched a lot of films I haven't got around to watching yet, but just forgive me.
Well, hi. No worries, Brandon and Heidi. Oh, you guys are pretty awesome yourself. Thank you so much for joining. You know what I was just thinking, Lizzie? So I think Mike Doors already got this. So I had pre-order this Disneyland 65th anniversary pin through Amazon, right? It was supposed to be released, I think, November 10th or something like that. It's gonna be December. I don't have my pin yet. So I'm gonna have to look and see. I feel like I did get an email or something that said that it was delayed. So
Yeah.
hopefully it gets here soon. I don't want to have to put in another, complaint with Amazon. I feel like I haven't had
Yeah.
the best luck with them lately, which kind of stinks, but we'll see. Hopefully it's coming soon.
Yeah, I've been having trouble with popping a box. I put 2 orders in like July, and they've both been pushed back to December, and then one shipped last week. But it's one that I actually sent to Joe and Andy because I was supposed to be moving house the week it was meant to like ship, and they wouldn't let me change the address. And I was like, oh fine, it'll just go to Joe and Andy. But it's literally still stuck in Illinois. And I'm like, can you just get to Joe and Andy so that Joe and Andy can send it with our Christmas box that we're doing, so that we don't have to keep sending boxes and sending everybody to the post office. I know it's a like tough time of year for like releases and stuff, but at the end of the day, pre-orders should really ship on the day that they say they're going to ship. I don't really like it when there's a delay because it's just very unprofessional. Popping a box, I don't know.
I was like laughing when I saw that. But it's true. I agree with you on that. So like one last thought. I agree. So if you're buying into a pre-order and they say it's shipping X day or towards the end of X month, like I feel like
Yeah.
it should kind of deliver. Like
Especially now, like we've bought some things for my dad on Popping a Box, and we like assumed that they'd be here by Christmas, and so far only one shipped, and the other 2 have changed the date to December. And I'm like, come on, if they don't come before Christmas, we've got to like scrabble to find another gift that we can give him instead of that, and it's just not right. I mean, my mum said to me the other day, one of my Christmas presents actually doesn't come out until January, so that's going to be a birthday present. But I think that's a positive.
yeah, like I don't know if it happens to you, but like I have ordered so many things that I kind of forget what I order and what I'm supposed
Yeah.
to be getting. So I need to go on Amazon and kind of see what's happening with my pin. And I had ordered pins from an independent pin retailer, and I had to request a refund because I ordered pins. I spent like $70. $76 and some change in pins back in August. Now, this shipment was supposed to be coming out at the beginning of September, which is why I purchased it because I'm like, okay, well, arriving beginning of September, it's August, it's fine. I can wait a few weeks, no big deal. It's almost December. So this independent retailer has like an update page, and they're just saying like, oh well, we're just we're waiting for this. And I'm just like, well, then you shouldn't really be putting out pre-orders like this if you don't even know when you're going to get the merchandise. I feel like
Yeah.
should be selling this once you know it's for sure coming or once you have it in hand, because then you know, you
Yeah.
don't even email your people, or if you or you know what I mean? Like I have to constantly be checking to see if there's updates. So honestly, you know, PayPal and I believe credit cards too give you like a 6-month window to ask for your money back on certain
Yeah.
things. So I didn't want it to be 6 months and I'm still waiting for these pins to come in, and just me lose $77. I mean, I don't know. So it kind of
Yeah.
stinks. I don't really know. I don't really like pre-orders or pre-sales
No.
because I feel like if they
I
don't always turn out great.
I mainly don't like them from the financial standpoint because they won't take the money until it's ready to ship, and I can't guarantee that I will have that money in my account if I don't know the exact date. For example, I get paid on the 28th of every month. If they wanted to take money from me on the 27th, I'm not going to lie, there'd probably be about £5 in my account. So I tend to just like I do what you do. I like wait until it's nearly the time that it would ship, and then I put the order in. And then when they delay it, I'm like, oh, thanks. I've got to check my bank account like every day to make sure you haven't taken the money. But speaking of in hand, this week is like the rumored release of that Walt Pop, and I'm so worried that I'm going to have to pay an eBay price for it. It's probably the only thing that I'll make an exception for. I mean, Maria is going to help me. Jo said she'd help me, but we don't know where it's releasing. We don't know how much it's going to cost. We don't know the date. We don't know like the time. It's been handled so badly, and it's actually Walt's birthday next Saturday, so they really need to get a move on and release this.
That is true. I did hear the same rumor that it was going to be the first week in December. I just don't know what day. But you know, pops tend to release at midnight.
Yeah.
Um,
If anyone can get two, please let me know, because I don't think I'm going to be able to get it if it's like a surprise drop. So anyone who's able to get two, let me know.
yeah, yeah, I'll definitely because I definitely want to get that pop as well. So I wonder if because tomorrow is Monday, they'll drop tonight or if they'll do it later in the week. We'll see. I'll have to look
Yeah.
at dis.pops on Instagram. They're typically they typically know a lot about these releases. So oh, Maria says, I heard December 4. I'm
Yeah.
dying to get it. And Lizzie, I'm definitely trying to get to. Oh, so then
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do that then. December 4 is Friday. So maybe what Thursday night to Friday morning. So I guess I'll be waking up at 3 a.m.
It's just so badly handled because they haven't released it. You don't know where you're looking for it. A lot of people are assuming Shop Disney, but how do we know if they haven't actually said? It could be on the Funko website, it could be anywhere. I mean, I don't want to pay an eBay price, which is why I'm really grateful that Maria will help, and I know Jo will help if it ends up being on Shop Disney. But it always feels like eBayers are like one step ahead of everybody and know when things are going to release because they're already on eBay. I think there's about 2 listings on eBay, and it's almost like they know they're going to get it, and I don't particularly like that. Like it's it just doesn't sit right with me that
Yeah.
people
Well,
just make a living off reselling things for like 10 times the value.
I agree. And if you hear something, let me know. And of course, if I hear something, I will let you know. And good morning, Danielle. So I meant to send her a heart, but the little monkey going like this came out instead. I'm like, oh my God, that is not what I meant. But thank you so much for joining us. And yeah, if you guys hear when this is going to drop, let us know because we definitely want to get our hands on that too.
Yeah, I mean, one of my videos this week would have been a lot better if I had that Funko Pop already. Like I was filming it going, I really hope this doesn't drop beforehand because like there's nothing worse than filming a video before news drops. And like the news has already dropped, but you can't change that video. So all of your comments are just, didn't you know about this? Didn't you know about this? And I'm like, I did know, but I pre-filmed.
I'm literally just checking dis.pops just to see if they have posted anything on Instagram because I feel like they always have the latest on pops. So I haven't seen anything there just yet. So yeah, if you guys hear something, let us know. We're definitely gonna be on the lookout for that pop. So we'll see what happens. And on that note, Lizzie, what else do you have coming up this week?
I've got it all written down because I'm going to forget. So that is my December schedule. So Tuesday, I'm doing a review of the advent calendar that I'm going to be opening every day. And then Wednesday, I've got a Primark haul. It's a really rubbish Primark haul because, as you know, Primark was closed from the 5th of December until Tuesday. So I haven't been able to buy anything. There's about 5 things in that haul. It's a terrible haul. And then on the 3rd, I've got the child plush review. You know, I enjoy doing those. And then on Friday, it's some more of my Disney key collection. So it's my 2018 and 2019 keys, including my highly coveted New York Times Square opening ceremony key. And then on Saturday, the video I was talking about is my Walt Disney statue collection. I just got 4, but a collection is a collection if there's 2 or more in my eyes. So that's how, that's the plan in my eyes. And then on Sunday is November's Minnie, which I only filmed yesterday.
Yeah.
It came so damn late. It took about a week for the mug to turn up, so I couldn't film the video last weekend, even though I had everything else. So I had to film it yesterday, edited it this morning, and I'm hopefully going to upload it to YouTube tonight or tomorrow. It depends. I'm really tired today, so I might have a nap after this.
And now that you say that, I was finally able to get the Minnie Mouse main attraction Jungle Cruise pins for November.
That's good.
They actually popped again on the website on Thanksgiving Day on Thursday, so I was able to order them. And I feel like Shop Disney's shipping is like all over the place because these pins supposedly already shipped, like they're on their way to me. There's a bunch of other stuff that I have ordered that is not on the way here, like the D23 Christmas pin hasn't shipped yet, and I think the Toy Story keys recently shipped, but I feel like shipping is kind of like all over the place with them. So we'll see. Oh, Maria says some pop pages release information even before DIS.pops, believe it or not. So I'm gonna have
my Instagram Explore page is really good. Like if anyone uses like the hashtag Walt Disney or something, it will just pop up on my Explore page. It's how I found out about the Wonderground statue that I've got.
Okay.
I feel like people know, like even Instagram knows that if there's something Walt Disney, I need to know about it. So my Explore page is just the child, Walt Disney, and Taylor Swift. There's a lot of Taylor Swift.
I was kind of browsing here real quick, see if I could find, because I used to I also look at Funko Finders once in a while too. So definitely worth checking out. There's also Funko Pop news here. So yeah, that's another rabbit hole that I kind of fell in. The pop. So my thing is pins, but
chocolate as well.
Huh?
There's a lot of chocolate on here right now as well.
A lot of what?
There's a lot of like chocolate, like for some reason. There's like the chocolate bar that I said that I'd get for Laura is on here. Like
that's so cute.
This is how I find out all my news is Instagram. It's unreal. And there's a few memes as well. Some high quality memes. Me
too. I'm always like looking at Instagram, and then I am part of like different groups also on Facebook. Sometimes they kind of pop up in my feeds, and there's also certain websites that I always go to look and see what's new out there. And I am full screen. Well, hello.
I was so scared then. I was like, no.
But yeah, I mean, with that said, I think this hour definitely flew by. It's like we're almost into like an hour, like 15 minutes on the show. But as always, time flies when you are having fun.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us every single week. I mean, I can't believe we're already on like 21. Like, that's absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I know. And like I said, time definitely flies here because, we're all like, friends and family here. So we're all kind of like, we're sharing news with you guys. We're chatting with you. We love it. I mean, I always look forward to my Sunday morning chat with you guys. So it's super fun. So yeah, I hope that everybody has a lovely Sunday and a lovely week. And then we'll see you next Sunday for another episode of Disney Collector Chat. It'll be on my channel next week. So hopefully we'll have some more news and goodies to share with you guys. Yeah, thank you so much for joining us, guys. Bye. Bye.